Hey, long years on mama's couch, wearing pajamas, acting like a grouch, talking tough, soft as a peach. Mama holler, get out of my reach. Mama made me get a job. Oh, Lord, hey, mama made me get a job. Can't you see? I was doing just fine, laying around all day. The mama made me get a job. No way. No way. No way. Ain't got no friends, they're up and gone. Family locks the door when they hear him yawn. Talks like he's the greatest number one. Ain't never worked a day, got nothing done. Mama made me get a job. Mama made me get a job. Oh, little me. Mama made me get a job. Mama made me get a job. Mama made me a job. Can't you see? Mama made me a job. I was doing just fine, lay around all day. Now mama made me get a job. No way. Go on now. Bring it, boy. Got himself a girlfriend, lazy as can be. Drinks like a fish, how about everything she sees? Complains about nothing, gripes about the sun. Two peas in a pot, neither gets it done. He struts around like he's a king of the street, but he shakes in his boots when trouble he meets. All the talk and bluster, all that big old show. Underneath it all, he's a fool, don't you know? Mama made me get a job. Oh, Lord. Mama made me get a job. Can't you see? I'm doing just fine, laying around all day. The mama made me get a job. No way. No way. No way. No way. No, mama. No way.
Hey, happy Friday, everybody. I hope everybody is having a great day. It is Friday. Thank you, Jesus. Let me say hi to everybody. Hi, Jenny. Hi, Sean. Terry, hello. AC9, hi. Gloria, hello, honey. Let me say, oh, well, happy belated birthday to Bill. Hello. Sorry I missed your birthday bash yesterday, honey. I went to bed a little earlier last night. Hi, Gemma. I love you too, darling. Welcome. Hey, Joey. Well, I mean, if you're going to, talk about who looks better, I mean, you know. If you know, you know. If you don't, oh well. Whatever. Well, yeah, but you got some exercise, so that's a good thing. Hi, Shan. Oh, shit. Time to lock the doors, Bill. Gotta lock them doors, Bill. That is good, Gemma. I'm glad to hear it, honey. I'm glad to hear it. I have a lot of catching up to do. Oh, thank God they got him. Well, that's good. Holy shit. everything, Joe. I was just getting ready to end. You're such a dipshit. God damn. Luckily, I put up with you anyways. Kind of have to, though. So at this point, you came with the house. So it is what it is. So, after hearing what I would consider some pretty bad advice yet again coming from the life coach that nobody wants. Well, that's true. You did stop saying that until now. I hate that word. My God. Ugh. That's an icky word. It's an icky word. I thought I would kind of put my 2 cents in. One of the things that I have learned from being a parent, and I have been a parent, right, is that different things work differently for different kids. It just kind of depends, right? See, I never had that issue. But my mother, when she was raised, her father, she had 3 sisters and a brother. And he beat all of them pretty bad. He always does, honey. Shut up, Jack. Are you moist? You might be, I suppose. So when she decided to have a family, she vowed that she was not going to raise her kids the same way, and she didn't. All but one has a college degree, at least one has college degrees, at least one. One of my younger brothers works in high-end retail. The other, who he's actually passed away now, was a respiratory therapist for over 20 years. And I have a bachelor's and working on my master's right now. So, we've all always worked, all but one. So out of 4, they did a pretty good job without having to lay a finger on anybody. Yeah. I was actually concerned by what he said when I heard it. Let's take a little trip back. Let me see. Let me find it. So hang on with me for just a minute. Oh, I know I had it at one point. I don't know where it went. It must have been off of somebody else's channel. I thought I had the clip of it. Not on my stream, you're not. Sorry. That can't happen. No, sir. Sorry. Hold on. Let me see if I can find where it was. It might have been on your kitten me. Let me find it. I know that their channel is pretty. There it is. Let me see if I can. I don't think that was it. I know somebody had it and I can't remember who. I thought I had yeah, that's what I was thinking. I'm looking for the clip where Eli's talking about how, beating the shit out of somebody, knocking their teeth out or whatever is what some people need and blah, blah, blah. So I was going to play that. Because in the same context, they were talking about kids and how they should be raised. And like I said, everybody has their own way of doing things, and what works for one kid may not work for another kid. I, for instance, never had a hand laid on me, and I've never had to put a hand on Christian. He was identified as gifted in the 3rd grade. He's responsible. He's helpful. He's mature. Just never had to do that. Sorry, not sorry. Hey, Drew, did I say hi to you? Right. And that's basically what it was too. Just pat. And the thing is that Eli couldn't fight his way out of a wet paper sack if both ends were open. And honestly, I think it's bullshit. He'd run if you ever saw me. Oh. And it gets sent to me. Thank you. Sorry, guys, I swallowed wrong. All right. I probably shouldn't say that out loud, huh? I knew it was somebody's. It was actually Thumper's. So, this really, it concerned me. Right. And that's, yeah, no. See, Terry, that's exactly why I didn't say it. A moist paper sack. Shut up. I absolutely agree with that 125%. There is no need for that. There's literally no need for that. You should never have to put your hands on a child. This was something else that also I wanted to comment on. Hi, Patty, honey. Why would you want your child to fear you? Why would you ever want your child to be afraid of you? If they're afraid of you, they're not going to come and talk to you when it's shit that's important that they need to come and talk to you about for their own safety. Why would you want to have them living in fear? I've never understood that. Never understood that. My mother used to say, well, a healthy fear. No, I don't even think that that's good. Correct, Terry. Exactly. Correct. You are right. There's no need for your child to fear you. It does not teach right from wrong. Instead, it promotes anxiety, teaches kids that might makes right, and models violence as an acceptable way to handle anger. Major medical and child development organizations broadly agree on several key reasons why it's counterproductive. Using fear of physical punishment as a parenting tool hinders a child's development. Instead of teaching internal self-control, it teaches children to merely comply to survive the moment. This approach can damage the parent-child bond, resulting in emotional distance and lack of genuine trust. Totally agree with that. I also agree with this. It creates compliance, not understanding. You know, it for a lot of people, hearing, you know, our kids, when we tell them no for something, asking why. Parents get annoyed. I get annoyed sometimes. So, I mean, why can't I? Why can't I? Why can't I? I would agree that he's definitely allergic to it. But you know what? Explaining the why will help them understand better. It models aggressive behavior. I agree with that as well. Absolutely agree with that. As long as you're bigger than somebody, then you should be able to physically abuse them if you want. I don't think that's cool. I love this right here. Studies have also shown an increased, that's interesting, an increased spike in narcissism by children that were physically disciplined. Huh. Imagine that. Indeed. Okay, parents, put a 1 in the chat if because I said so is a good enough reason. Sometimes, yes, Joe, it is. You're right. Shocking dogs is also fear-based. Exactly. It's the same thing, or at least along the same lines. I agree with you, Patty. Listen, I'm thankful that that gene pool is going to be dried up. I love that. I've raised 4 kids, never had to spank any of them. I guess I lucked out. They've always been pretty good and well behaved. It's because you knew how to deal with your children. For me, lashing out physically is because a parent has just had enough and they just can't deal any other way. And that's not good.
I'm sure you can agree. Like, do I feel some of these people deserve to have the living shit kicked out of them? Absolutely. Because honestly, they would probably learn their lesson once they got the shit kicked out of them, right?
So my question to the oh so fucking powerful Coach Eli, if somebody kicks the shit out of you, are you going to learn your fucking lessons, bitch? Because either your father didn't do a good enough job, or you're just too damn dumb to learn. I'm not sure which it is. I seriously am not sure which it is.
ODN? Well, I think, but again, I do.
Depends on the degree of the ass kicking.
What I'm saying is, if somebody really gets the shit kicked out of them, right, having teeth knocked out and bleeding and all that,
Ribs tore the.
It was that bit right there that kind of did it for me. Having teeth knocked out and bleeding. You are some kind of twisted, sick fuck, Eli. I don't even think I've wished that on you. And if anybody deserves it, it's probably you. That's just fucking twisted. There's something wrong with you. Right. Violence solves problems to him. Great. Then somebody needs to go on ahead, take one for the team, and go kick the you-know-what out of him. See if he learns his lesson. Just make sure there's missing teeth and stuff. No, he didn't learn a damn thing, Bill. Nothing but revenge. Well, that's true. Boy, did he fail big time. Gloria. Exactly, Gloria. Yep, you're exactly right. Hey, Hulk Smash, how are you? Eventually, that's exactly what it turns into. Yep. Should have slapped him a little bit harder, but you know. Exactly. Sean's going to take one for the team. That's good, Gemma. Then your parents knew how to raise a child. That's great. That's great.
Can't sleep for a while. Yeah,
Probably
they
like honestly,
never forget that.
thing is,
And I only say it because I've had it happen to me.
okay, and you probably learned your lesson.
I
The
did.
thing is, I can tell you this. I bet you a lot of these entitled people, if that happened to them, they would finally learn their lesson. But I can understand.
I'm still trying to figure out what he considers to be entitled people. I don't know about anybody here, but I sure the fuck don't feel entitled. Hi, CNL Love. How are you? That's for damn sure.
And why some people would feel like those people deserve to get the crap beat out of them, right? Because look, if we go back in the olden days, like hundreds and hundreds of years ago, centuries ago, right? When laws were different, you know, before even the U.S. was born and all that, you know, what would happen?
The U.S. was born thousands and thousands of years ago. Okay.
Happen if you screwed somebody over? You'd end out in the desert dead.
How would you know? Were you there? I mean, seriously, Eli, were you there? You always think you're such a fucking expert at everything, but you don't know jack shit.
In the good old days, these entitled.
And if that was the good old days, thank God I didn't live then. Holy shit.
These entitled, you know, millennials and Zers that are doing what they do on the internet and in the real world nowadays, if they did that back then to the wrong person, they would be in the desert in a ditch. Like,
okay, so let me help you out with deserts, Eli. There's no motherfucking ditch. There's not a ditch in a desert. There's fucking sand. You twat waffle. My God, you're a fucking idiot. Oh my God, my God, my God. Hey, Mike, how are you? How's your kitties? No swearing at Dad, that's for damn sure. Eli means entitled to restream him and make fun of him. Oh, hey, it's Stu. He uses entitled in not a way that makes any motherfucking sense. Not just strange, but Eli, stop acting like a bitch. That's right. Come on, show one of us a lesson there, Eli. Come on. The other creek in the backyard or at the corner by the busy street. Well, that's not good. That's exactly, he's just fucking ignorant. But it's a dangerous ignorant. Could be. Hey, Jody, how are you, darling? No, this was a couple of nights ago, honey. This was a couple nights ago when he was on ODNs. Yep, I would agree with that, Samples guy. You are exactly right. You are exactly right.
in this world nowadays. Oh, and also the laws, the laws against child abuse. You can't even teach your kids a responsibility.
That is wrong, Eli. You can teach your kids responsibility without beating the shit out of them. I know because I've done it. I don't have to beat mine. If you had to be beat to learn responsibility, then you are much slower than I claim you are. For fuck's sake. Either that or your father wasn't too damn bright. I'm not sure which one it is at this point. Could be several different things, I suppose. Several different things. No, he does not. He couldn't be within 50 feet of Dawn having a seizure, for fuck's sake. Exactly. Oh, he's definitely a narcissist. That's exactly my opinion, Terry. But you absolutely can teach your kids responsibility, and you can do it without being a fucking abuser, Eli.
Nowadays, you can't even slap them on the tushy so they learn their fucking lesson.
First of all, it is harmless. I mean, harmful, I'm sorry. Second of all, there's actually no law saying that you can't do that. You can't leave marks on your child. I'm not going to criticize how other people raise children. You do whatever it is that you think works for you and your kids. We're not perfect parents. They didn't come with a fucking handbook. Right? So, whatever it is you think you got to do to raise your kids, go ahead. But you're wrong. At par usual, you're fucking wrong. There's no state that I'm aware of that you cannot use corporal punishment. None. Ah, there you go, Jody. That's right. Her little girl was such a little badass that she drowned her. Shut the fuck up, Eli. Oh my God. We teached our daughters responsibility, and we didn't have to beat her. Yep, she's now a grown young lady living on her own and doing well. Exactly. There you go, see? No. Absolutely. The thing is that you can't teach your kids how to deal with difficult situations intelligently and calmly if you're always flying off the handle at them. Very disturbing. Very disturbing, Patty. Oh, that'd be great. Well, actually, the word you're looking for, Hulk Smash, is taught. But I know what you're saying, love. He never had kids to, thank God. My God, that's the one saving grace, is he never procreated, Jenny. Me and Eli would have grown up together. I would punish him as bad as a kid. He would have to take years of therapy. He doesn't worry Dawn's daughter might see those streets. That's the sad part, though, isn't it? I mean, if you think about it, that's really the sad part.
And then you go to jail, or you have your kids taken away by Child Protective Services, right?
Wrong. That is not the law, Eli. But again, you're sitting here discussing something you know nothing about. Not a fucking thing.
I mean, honestly, my dad used to whip me with the belt every now and then.
Real with you, I don't think any kid really needs to be hit.
Well, you know what? If that's how your father treated you, then he was abusive. Period. Honey, I'm sure that your father would tell all of us that you were an awesome daughter. So I don't believe that. I think that you are a great daughter. How Dawn is with a person that talks shit about her, because she is as much of a narcissistic abuser as Eli is. Oh my God, yes. Yep, I agree, Terry. You are right. No, it didn't. Because if it did, he would be out on his own. Oh, thank you so much to this absolutely wonderful person who I love very much for the $20. I'm not going to name names. I said a while ago I was going to stop doing that simply because some people just like to not be mentioned. And I will absolutely not do that if that's what they want. So, yeah. Thank you, though, for your donation. Love you much. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Now, actually, if you wait a second, you're going to actually, hey, Hazy, you're going to actually hear ODN make more sense than Eli by saying, I don't think kids need to get hit. And he's absolutely right.
You know what I'm saying? I do understand where I feel like parents' rights kind of have been over-inspected in some cases. I think back in our day when we were younger, we grew up a little differently, but I don't approve of any
Right.
kid getting spanked.
Yeah, ODN, listen, it's not a spanking to abuse your child. It's a spanking to teach them discipline and say, look,
There are other ways to teach that. And Eli, I'm going to do you a solid and I'm going to educate you this evening on those other ways. Fuck. It's good to see you too, Hazy. ODN so clearly agreed. Right? His hatred is so blinding that he's aligning with them. Exactly. Did you watch him fighting with AI? I did not. I can't listen. Do you know what? I can't stand. I don't want to hear a bong in the background. His constant snorting of his snot down his throat makes me fucking want to barf. I can't. That's pretty much it, Gloria. You were right. Just one. And I doubt that it stayed firing for long.
what I'm saying also is that one of the few things, actually one of the only things that works to correct behavior is the fear of something.
Wrong again. How can anyone be so fucking stupid? No, I can't either, Jody. That is wrong. You don't have to have a fear of something to learn something. That is absolutely fucking ridiculous and dumb as fuck. Fear does not teach, Eli. The only thing it teaches is to either be a better liar so you don't get caught, be sneakier so you don't get caught, and that way you don't have to worry about getting your ass beat. No. Wrong again. Very wrong.
And so what corrected my behavior when I was younger? Okay. If I feared my dad whipping out his belt or spanking me on the tushy, then I was not going to make the same mistake I made the last time. If any,
Bullshit. It's just, he is just too fucking much. Well, yeah. Who's going to listen to his bullshit? Right. And then meanwhile, he's running around thinking he's giving everybody else legal spankings. That's what he's doing. He's trying to parent through his lawsuits. Wrong-o, Eli.
the adult hasn't learned to be a grown adult by the time they're an adult, like in their 30s or 40s. Right. What I'm saying is the reason why those adults are still behaving that way is because they were never spanked when they were a little kid. They never learned.
You're right. I was never abused. I'm so glad for that. I'm so glad I wasn't abused. Learning should be joyful. That's just it. It should be. It should be a good thing. Fear leads one down the path to the dark side. Amen. I'm no psychiatrist, but I'd have to say that he got so much pent up anger, and this is why he wants to see others suffer. I think you're right. And I think that is right as well. I have taken some psychology. I had to for my master's degree. So, yeah. But that, obviously, because he thinks everybody should have been beat like that. Pretty much, Joey. No, he has no idea about children, and thank God he never had any.
Discipline. They never learned responsibility. And so,
guess what? Beating a child is not going to show them how to be responsible. Do you know what does a really good job of showing them how to be responsible, Eli? By modeling that behavior so they see it. Chris has seen me work every day of my fucking life since he's been 3. Period. He has seen making sure the bills are paid, making sure this gets done, making sure that gets done. That's how he learned responsibility. I didn't have to beat it into him. Now, see, Drew, then it was completely opposite for you. But you also hold a job, right? I mean, from what I can see, at least, you are a productive member of society. So, you know, Eli, not so much. I would agree. Sample guy. We didn't want to teach the kids to fear, but teach them to think right and wrong and life lessons. If the kids did something bad, hopefully the kids learn not to do it again. Right. You are absolutely right, sweetheart. Leading by example is the best way. Probably, Joey, yeah. Yep. Chris saw me study. Chris saw me doing my schoolwork. Chris saw me cooking, doing laundry, cleaning, the whole fucking 9 yards. That's how he learned. I didn't have to beat him. I modeled the behavior I wanted him to have. I modeled the values I want him to have. Was I a little worried that by the time he was 5, that he would be walking around asking somebody where the fuck the banana popsicles were? Yeah. Do you know, to this day, he still doesn't cuss around me. Just not something he wants to do. So he gets to watch all this stuff, and then he can pick out for himself what I've taught him and what feels right for him. Right, Drew? Exactly. Because his mommy's so... Exactly. You're exactly right. What man brings in a woman he's not married to live in mama's house? Exactly. He calls everybody else fucking entitled. Give me a break. He said his dad works 16 hours a day, so dad's interaction with his child was violence. Perfect. That's exactly how you were raised, Eli.
don't look at it as child abuse. All these people on the internet, oh, Eli, child. No, I don't. This is not child abuse. This is teaching your children discipline so that they don't behave entitled.
Like you do? You seem pretty entitled to live in mommy's house, bringing in somebody else that you're not married to with her 2 dogs and all of her problems. You seem pretty entitled to do that.
In their fucking 40s. That's the bottom line.
See, I know he's talking about Jamie without... Oh, Gemma, thank you, sweetheart. Thank you ever so much. We'll add that. You know he's talking about Jamie, right? I mean, it's obvious when he's in their 40s. Do you realize that Jamie pays bills in that house? He's helped his parents. Jamie has a job to fuck. What do you do? Nothing. Yeah, right. Because that is the absolute worst thing you could ever do. He does all the time, and he just needs to leave Jamie the fuck alone.
Well, I don't have any kids, so I can't really tell you.
Well, see, even the knuckle dragger here was smart enough to say, I ain't touching that. I don't have any kids. I agree. If you ain't got any, don't tell other people how to raise theirs. You haven't had to sacrifice, Eli, and you probably couldn't. I doubt you even know what sacrifice means. All the money is unearned. Yep, exactly. Yes, he did. Yes, he did. But you'll notice that Jamie doesn't brag about that. It's what he did for his family. Eli, you deliver cater right. Yes, you do, honey. Oh, Gloria, thank you, honey. That samples guy, yes. Give me just a second. Thank you, Miss Gloria. All right, let's see what we got. Da, 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 da. Stop it, stop it, stop it. There we go. All right, let's see what it is. Ooh, okay. I have not ever seen this one. So now I'm a little scared, but we'll go ahead and we will give it a listen.
You said that there are some girls that get their periods at age 8 and stuff. Why are women biologically able to procreate and get a period at 8 or 10 years old? Why couldn't God just say, okay, women aren't going to get their period till they're age 18? It's because initially the life expectancy was far less and things were different in the way God made. Now things have changed. We're living longer. And here's the thing. Like if the world was made to be the way it is today by God, then women wouldn't.
Just because your body is maturing does not mean it is mature. You can get periods at age 8, right? That's like that, they can 8 to 12, somewhere in there, right?
Correct.
Just because their body is maturing does not mean it is mature. Girls also start developing breasts at like age 10, 9, 10, 11. That doesn't mean their bodies are mature.
You said that there are some girls that get their period.
That is probably the most disgusting thing I've ever heard. That is, yes, more than vile, to be honest with you. Let me add Drewies. That is disgusting. Oh my God. And ODN is talking about Jamie? Oh my fucking God. ODN, really? Hey, your broski's a little sick in the head. I do remember that now. I remember hearing about it. Yeah, I can't. Hey, Zero, how are you, my love? You are right. You are right, Gemma. You are quite right. Yes. Oof, yes, Sean, it's pretty gross. Just about everything he says he shouldn't be saying. You're exactly right, Gloria. He knows nothing. I hope you're doing well. You got another one? Okay, you can put it in if you want. It does kind of sound predatory. I mean, I hate to say that, but ugh. That's disgusting, though. That's bad. That does not make him look good at the fuck all, guys. Ugh. Oh my God. No, Drew, I think that was from a while ago. I remember that. Probably, I don't know, maybe 6 months ago. Maybe. Oh my God, that's awful. Ugh. Oh God, I'm scared. All right. I just got sent something, so we're going to go ahead and play it. Although I have to tell you, I'm a little worried.
On Sunday nights, my two favorite shows were Silver Spoons and Punky Brewster. And Punky Brewster, you remember Soleil Moon Frye with the big boobies? Oh no, Soleil Moon Frye, who played Punky Brewster. Punky Brewster. You remember the show? Punky Brewster was a kid. Punky.
Did he? Wait a minute. No. Hold on.
Oh no, Soleil Moon Frye, who played Punky Brewster. Were Silver Spoons and Punky Brewster. And Punky Brewster, you remember Soleil Moon Frye with the big boobies?
With the big boobies? Ha ha ha. She was a fucking kid. Oh my God.
Soleil Moon Frye.
And he's giggling about it? I do remember this. Oh my God.
Played Punky Brewster. Punky Brewster. You remember the show? Punky Brewster was a kid.
Amen, Robert. Amen. You're right. You are absolutely right. She was a kid.
Punky Brewster, I grew up at the same time Soleil Moon Frye did. Punky Brewster.
Yeah, but Punky Brewster, the show. The show, she was a kid in the show, Eli.
Great show. Robert.
Amen to that, Robert. Jesus, did you see the look on Robert's face? Oh my God. Oh my God. Woo. No, I would agree. Yeah, oh my God, that's awful. Probably. Oh my God. No, it does not. Exactly. Oh my God, that's awful, Terry. That's Robert was like, what in the actual fuck? Hi, Kendra. How are you, my love? I'm so happy to see you. That's pretty bad, though. Hey, Joker. Wow. Woo. I don't know, but that's, yeah. That leaves me very disturbed. Very fucking disturbed. Gross. So glad he never had kids, guys. I'm so fucking glad for that. My God. How fucking sick. Yo. Just yo. I agree, Jody. Yep, dangerous. You're right. It is dangerous. Oh my God, I know, but Gloria, I had forgotten about some of that stuff. Woo! Thank you for sending that to me. Of course, I don't ever say who sends it to me, but thank you for sending it to me. Because we don't need anybody else being made a target by Eli. So just saying. Got to be careful. And I try and protect everybody if I can. Behind the fake well, it wasn't, I mean, what he said was bad enough, but the little giggle afterwards, that wasn't cool. That wasn't cool at all. Oh my God, that's awful. Drew, that's bad. Yeah, that's bad. Oof. I don't like that. I don't like that at all. Not even a little bit. Like when he claimed he knew more about my autism than me and that autism is mental. No, of course it's not, honey. Anybody with half a brain, no, well, and then therein lies the problem, right? Oh my God. So let me tell you a little bit about my thought process as far as, because I'm not going to be on for too much longer. As far as, because now I'm disturbed of discipline. I don't even really call it discipline. Because I don't really think it is, but natural consequences. I'm a firm believer in natural consequences. Obviously, when you have a 2-year-old and they're going for the light socket, with a fork, you don't sit back and go, go ahead, give it a shot, see what happens. Obviously not. You have to keep them safe. They don't know any better. But as they get older and they can understand right and wrong better, I find natural consequences are good. Don't want to get up when I tell you to go to school? Okay. Not that I have that problem here because I don't. Chris loves school. But all right, go ahead and sleep. When you miss too much school and the truancy officer comes around, you're going to have a problem. Natural consequences. Correct the giggle after took something that was 10% worth. Yeah. But I mean, that was, it's pretty sick. Yeah. I mean, you know how I am, guys. I don't like to say something if I don't know, but I am saying that that is disturbing behavior. His views on child rearing is disturbing. His other things with the video stuff, no. Yeah, no. Rapid extreme breast growth due to, an early teens reaching. Oh my goodness. Oh, poor girl. Ugh. As a heavy-chested woman myself, I can certainly understand. I can certainly understand how she feels, because I'll tell you what, having large breasts will fuck your back all the way up. That's exactly all they ever do is buddy troll. That's just it. That's what he says. And he's the most entitled person I know. There's nobody more entitled than him. I don't think that my thinking that I have a right to criticize him, I don't think that that's an entitled view. Everybody has that same right. Oh, God. Yeah, that's just absolutely, some of his views are so worrisome and they are so bad. They're bad. I wouldn't let my kid around him. Of course, I would now, because my kid would look at him and go, you probably need to shut the fuck up. That would be exactly what my kid would think. So, shut the fuck up, guy. So it is absolutely possible to raise kids without ever having to put your hands on them in a violent manner. Apparently not. But then I read something interesting today, right? So, you know how they like to brag that she's not drinking anymore. She was an addict, but everything's good now. But no. That is wrong. What she did was quit drinking alcohol, supposedly, and has replaced it with marijuana. I mean, I know she was smoking that as well. I don't care if it's legal or if it's not legal. It doesn't matter. You are substituting one addiction for another. You're still a fucking addict. Just like ODN is an addict. Abso-fucking-lutely. And I'm not 100% still an addict. That's right. And I'm not 100% convinced that she doesn't drink anymore. Sorry, but I don't. I have to say, me and my friend's naughty side would follow him around. Same. Nope, it is not stopping if you're doing it occasionally. If you're an alcoholic, you're not supposed to ever have any alcoholic drinks at all. Ever. That's how that shit works. You're not supposed to be drinking. And eventually it'll get out of hand again. Well, they can be smoking buddies because thanks to ODN, we know the fake life. Yeah, that's true. Hey, Sarah. They let it slip that she does it once in a while. Well, even once in a while. If you were an alcoholic, and by the way, just because you quit drinking doesn't mean you're not an alcoholic anymore. You stay an alcoholic for your entire life. You cannot drink at all. Exactly, Jody. Exactly. Well, she can get mush brain right along with ODN. Eli said Dawn uses more than ODN uses. Whoo! Damn. She must constantly have a fucking joint in her mouth. Wow. That's concerning. Of course, I'd have to be high to always be with him too. So, just saying. Just saying. So that was about all I had, kids. Yeah, I don't like the smell either. Sometimes it gives me a headache. I outgrew that shit before I graduated high school, for fuck's sake. That's really all I had. I just wanted to debunk the whole let's beat our kids thing. Do not give advice, Eli, where you have no experience at fuck all, and you don't. You don't have kids, and thankfully never will. When you're an addict, to stay sober, you have to avoid any possibility of a reoccurrence by all means. Yep. My Waypoint groups have recovering addicts in it, so we can't consume alcohol and such during them. Of course. Of course. But it's fine if it's just once in a while, says Big Bad Eli. These people need to get their asses kicked and their teeth knocked out and blood and blah, blah, blah. Well, tell you what, just as soon as it happens to you, Eli, then we can start talking about the rest of us, okay? No, he does not. Because if he did, he would know that his views on parenting are so 1950s. It's not necessary to do that shit. You don't have to beat a kid. I think if I remember correctly, Drew, somebody said something about her going to a rehab. I don't know for sure. I have no clue. But I don't know. We did not hear anything this week about the quote unquote forthcoming orders that have been in the judge's queue all week. So hopefully early next week we'll hear something. That would be great if we did. Yeah, I think it'll be before then. The samples guy, I really do. Yeah. I do think that it'll be before the end of this year. If she's got four orders that she's sitting on, then I think it's a pretty good sign for Jamie and I. Right. You can beat an egg, but never a kid. Exactly. Amen to that. Amen to that. Unfortunately, the same thing's going to happen to him here. He's going to try and do, if it goes past the dismissals, he is going to try and do the same shit, appearing remotely. And Jamie and I both are going to absolutely object to that. You're going to face us in person in court, Eli, period. I would agree with that. You're right. You're right. And he may end up figuring out that that's exactly what he did, was waste his money and court time. But we'll wait and see what the judge has in her queue that she may be forthcoming with this week. I don't know what their definition of forthcoming, but I've always believed it was kind of, it's coming right up sort of thing. But no, apparently not. That's right. It's only fair that you're there. I'm going to make sure I'm there. 2-hour drive for me, but I'm going to go. Yeah, and that's not going to happen. If my life is going to be disrupted, so is yours, Eli. So get ready to have to come to Florida as well, because that's exactly what's going to happen. You will not be able to do it remotely. Probably. No, you want to disrupt my life, then when I've got to drive and spend gas and everything else, no. You're going to bring your ass right here to Florida. Little vacay. Because if it's a jury trial, you better plan on being here for a while. Nope. We've already got too many clips of both of them saying that she's been cleared to drive and to work. So, no. Nope. And he ain't going to be able to pull that bullshit here either. Sorry, not sorry. That's true. Get a hold of Raleigh, Eli. He's got all that shit for you. He got all that for you. Have fun. Hang on, we got a picture. That was just sent to me. It has been hot as fucking blazes the last couple of days. Whew. There we go. High times. Woohoo! That's true, Jody. You're right. Those two are perfect for each other. I don't know. I guess we'll find out, Bill. Hard to say. I mean, it was put out there for him. So I'm still trying to figure out why she couldn't do that for herself. I mean, what the fuck? How lazy is this bitch? Could be, but I did get a screenshot sent to me. I think it was from one of Scotty's lives, that he had said that, hell yeah, he's going to give Eli the money because it'll be great content if he goes. So he's only doing it for content. Right. I would agree with that, and they would probably actually make the better couple, to be honest with you. Quite frankly. Somebody said today he was on a live stream saying he has Parkinson's. Right? Teach her some responsibility instead of coddling her, Eli. Amen to that. Exactly, AC9. Hire a fucking babysitter for the bitch. Right, exactly, Drew. Exactly. Don't want to die, stop drinking like a fucking fish. It's real simple. All right, y'all. I am going to get off of here. Thank you so much for hanging out. Thank you guys for all the donations. That was very sweet. I appreciate y'all. That's true. Because hurt fifis and stuff. Oh. All right, y'all. I will see you maybe sometime this weekend. There is a good chance I might do a show this weekend. I'll let y'all know. Thank you, guys. Thank you, Hulk Smash. I'll talk to you guys later. Have a good one.